contract. That's why it was approved at the lower level.
Yes.
And how long? 400,000 for how many months?
For 4 months.
For 4 months. But Omni provided you with security for 4 years.
Opo.
So let's say ilump natin lahat yun. If you contracted with Omni originally from the very start for 5.7 million pesos for a 4-year contract.
I think of 5.3.
5.3, I say. 5.7 kasi sa letter mo.
Or 5.7, sorry po.
In your own letter. 5.7 million pesos for 4 years. If that were the contract to be offered, would that have been bid out? And then number 2, would that have reached the board?
Hindi pa rin po. Up to over 3 million or over 5 million sa senior vice president po. Senior vice president. Ang board po namin is over 40 million.
Yun yun, naabot sa inyo.
Opo, aabot sa board.
But pagdating sa senior vice president, would you think they would already discover the conflict of interest?
Hindi rin po siguro dahil kahit ako nga po, ngayon ko rin lang na-realize na siya, and only because naririnig po dun sa Senate investigation.
Can I take advantage of the presence of Atty. Santiago, who I consider, I recognize to be the expert in the Government Procurement Act. Did you listen closely to the opening statement of Atty. Berberabe?
Yes,
Was she or was her office justified in disregarding public bidding? Because sabi niya, even sa letter niya, public bidding was considered inappropriate because of the emergency nature of the engagement and because of the trust and confidence needed in the arrangement.
Your Honor, first I would refer to the provisions in the law. Under Section 10 of RA 1984, or the Government Procurement Reform Act, competitive bidding is the primary mode of procurement. But the same section refers to there are instances where it is highly exceptional that we allow for alternative modalities of procurement. And one of those alternative modalities is negotiated procurement under Section 53. Now, under Section 53, there are a subset of modalities. One of those is the emergency procurement. If the circumstances at the time of the engagement of the security service would fall under Section 53.2, and I think the President referred to when there is a need for immediate action, when there is danger to life or loss of property, then they may look into that and find that justification to engage the security services at that point under emergency circumstances or emergency procurement, a negotiated modality.
But after for the first contract, but after 3 months, is it still an emergency?
Your Honor, the provision is qualified by the term immediate action is necessary. There are 4 instances wherein emergency procurement can be available. First, when there is imminent danger to life or loss of property. When there is calamity. Number 2, when immediate action is necessary to prevent damage to or loss of life or property. Number 3, to restore vital public services. The other one would be, or when time is of the essence arising from natural or man-made calamity. So I think they refer to the third modality.
My question, Atty. Santiago, is assume na natin that you are justified to negotiate at the first instance, at the start.
Yes.
But of course, with the passage of time, before the expiration of that negotiated contract, 3 months passed. Then you just renew a negotiated contract, or it's now time to bid that contract because it's no longer an emergency.
Your Honor, in this case, they're looking at the security, and I don't know how imminent the danger was. The President was referring to a situation wherein, although I have to differ, because the President was referring to a 4-month public bidding, because public bidding can be shortened to 28 days. So, I would agree that this can be submitted for bids, Your Honor, after the first contract.
My point is, kunyari nga, it's an emergency, then you entered into a 3-month contract. Then you prepare for the expiration of the 3-month contract by bidding out the next contract.
Before it expires.
Would you do that?
Yes,
or
Your
would
Honor.
you advise that?
Yes, Your Honor. Part of procurement planning, Your Honor.
Attorney Berberabe, please.
Mr. Chair, so ito po yung point na I was trying to clarify kanina because subsequently we shifted to the letter B, which is consultancy, but as rightly pointed out by Senator Cayetano, this applies to a natural person, and that was what I was trying to explain in admitting that that's really a tough decision for us because we applied it by analogy because at the time that we shifted to that trust and confidence, I had engaged the 3 bodyguards. So, ako po na iniisip ko, close in security would be with me 24/7. Ikaw ba'y mag-bid out, maghahanap ka ng pinakamura na mananalo, and that's why doon po siya pumasok.
When did you shift, ma'am? When?
Siguro after several
Ilang cycles of the 3-month contracts? So that maklaro rin sa mind natin ni Atty. Santiago because I'll be asking his opinion.
Maybe around 5. Maybe around 5 periods.
So after 15 months, you shifted into a consultancy and you made Omni the consultant.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So
dahil tapos naka-name na po yung tatlo, dahil nga kung may iba, naka-name po yung 3 bodyguards.
Naka-pinpoint sila.
Naka-pinpoint.
But Omni, you are the consultant, but I'm requesting for these 3 people.
For the 3, because yun po yung ibig kong sabihin ng trust and confidence. So, doon na sa 3, kasi sila na po yung bumubuntot sa akin ng 24/7. So, kaya I hope na siguro maintindihan ng madali ng mga government officials who are availing of those insecurities.
We get the preliminary, preliminary, I'm putting you on the spot, Atty. Santiago. Just give us your preliminary assessment of legality or compliance with the law. Anyway, pagbalik mo sa opisina, have your people double check your opinion and give us your final official opinion or position on, given the facts shared with us by the Atty. Berberabe.
Your Honor, I will just refer to the section 53.7 of the rules. This refers to engagement of highly technical consultants, and this provision refers to individual consultants. So the engagement of a consultant must be an individual consultant.
Mr. Chair. Anyway, ang point naman dito, Atty.